What's up, everybody's Game Fiend Feet of All Games here, and I'm back because this is the Drama Scripted Saturday, the one before the biggest pay-per-view of the year. Yes, indeed. In fact, it's Wrestle Mania, the biggest pay-per-view of the year. The hype, everybody's supposed to be energetic. It's supposed to be, the pay-per-view is supposed to be electrifying. The biggest entertainment show on the planet is WrestleMania, but WWE's build for this pay-per-view has been kind of lackluster, and it's supposed to be their biggest pay-per-view of the year. But let's go on to it. The matches, I'm going to give you my predictions of what I think who's going to win. So let's start off with the match that should actually be on the pay-per-view, but for some odd reason is on the kickoff show, and that's the tag match. And it took WWE roughly 3 years. Yeah, roughly 3 years to create a decent tag division, and they got one. So a fatal 4-way for the tag match, and it's obviously Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, which right now in my opinion is the greatest tag team in the company. New Day, but representing New Day is Kofi Kingston and Big E Langston. Xavier Woods still can't get any shine. Los Matadores and the Uso brothers, and they airbrushed in that Jay has abs. Interesting Photoshop work there by WWE. But moving on. So fatal 4-way for the tag match, which I feel should be actually on the show, is on the kickoff show. Mind you, WrestleMania has always been 4 hours. So for 4 hours, you couldn't put this match on the pay-per-view. You put it on the kickoff show. The Divas match, if anything, should have been put on the kickoff show. But moving on to the next match is the Get Everybody on the Card match, the second annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which, if you guys forgot, who won last year was Cesaro, who is now one half of the tag team champs. And yeah, year goes by fast. I'm gonna say that Sheamus is gonna win it because Sheamus is coming back. All those Sheamus promos, and what way to promote Sheamus is to have him win the Memorial Battle Royal. So I'm gonna say Sheamus. People are gonna probably say Mizdow, but I don't. The most I see Mizdow doing is eliminating the Miz. So I'm just gonna say Sheamus is gonna win this. It's a clear-cut case. The Intercontinental Championship match and a ladder match with Wade Barrett, R-Truth, Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler, Stardust, and Daniel Bryan. I'm either gonna say Barrett retains, or they either give it to Dean Ambrose or Daniel Bryan. Those are my selections. Everybody else they're just stuck in mid-card hell. But Daniel Bryan is forever over with the crowd. Wade Barrett is over with the crowd as a heel. And Dean Ambrose, he's just fucking crazy. So yeah, gonna say either those three people are gonna win. Everybody else is stuck in mid-card hell for life. That's just that. Even though Luke Harper's been doing a very good job on his own, Dolph Ziggler's been stuck in mid-card hell ever since he won the World Heavyweight Championship, but got concussed and had to give it up to Alberto Del Rio. Been stuck in mid-card hell ever since. Yeah. And yeah, R-Truth's biggest match was 3 years ago. No, was it 3? Yeah, 3 years ago. Capital Punishment, John Cena versus R-Truth for the WWE title, where he got screwed over by Little Jimmy. Everybody else is stuck in mid-card hell, but those three people I've named. So yeah, moving on to the next match. Wade Barrett versus the Undertaker. I'm sorry to whoever Undertaker fans out there. This is a waste of time. I feel that this is a worthless match. I feel if anything at all, this match should have happened last year, but I'm assuming it didn't happen last year because Brock versus Rock fell through. Because I heard that was the original plan for Brock Lesnar. That's why he was coming back last year, was to fight The Rock, but that fell through. So they gave Brock the streak, and so on and so forth. That's where we're here today. But if anything at all, this was the match that was supposed to happen last year. Now it's happening a year later where the streak is over and the outcome of this match does nothing for either people. Well, a win would be good for Bray Wyatt. It would help him with his push as him being the different, dark, scary character for this era and generation of wrestling. But to be honest, what's Wyatt gonna do after this win? And what's gonna do after, if he does lose, what's he gonna do after the loss? Because I don't see a rematch happening. I see if Undertaker decides to come back, Taker only wrestles one match a year, and that would be at WrestleMania. But since the streak is over and done with, I feel that, you know, I'm going to say his career should be over and done with, but that's not my call. That's up to Taker. So, I don't know what the outcome of this match means. If anything, I would just have Bray win, because a win for Taker would, in my opinion, would be pointless since the streak is over. That's just me. It's just how I feel. John Cena versus Rusev for the U.S. title. It took 11 years for John Cena to get his rematch for the U.S. title. Never got that rematch when he lost to Orlando Jordan 11 years ago. Yes, Dante remembers. Took him 11 years to get that U.S. title rematch, and he's doing it at the grandest stage of them all. He's doing it at Wrestle Mania. Yeah. But this should be a very, very intense match. This match is going to be brutal. This match is going to be ugly. They're both going to be slugging it out. This match will not be for the faint of heart. It's going to be bad. I'm happy that there's no gimmick in this match. I'm happy like it's not a no DQ match. There's no special guest referee. There's no cage. There's no stupid win condition. It's just a straight up one-on-one fight. Well, wrestling match. That's what I like about this match, Rolls. Cena could afford a WrestleMania loss, because Cena's done everything. He's been the guy for the past 12, 13 years. So I would say have Rusev win, and then, you know, have John Cena help put another mid-carder over. Because, yeah, obviously Rusev is more on his way in than John Cena is. If anything, John Cena is stepping away from the limelight than stepping into it. So I'm going to have Rusev winning, which would be a shocker. But Vince has a thing for having faces go over at majority of WrestleMania, so he just might let Cena win. And now we have the match that should be on the goddamn fucking pre-show. We have the Bella Twins versus AJ Lee and Paige. With the Divas title not being defended, it was defended on Raw. Doesn't make any sense to me. I honestly don't care about this match, so we're just going to click and keep it moving. Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton. Now, I'm going to say Seth Rollins wins, but once again, Vince has a thing for having faces win on WrestleMania, so Randy Orton might get the win. But Seth Rollins still has money in the bank, so he could afford to lose because he has money in the bank. This should be an interesting match, but why would we want to see this match where 3 weeks ago Randy Orton busted Seth Rollins' ass for 10 minutes straight? And still to this day, Seth Rollins never got that revenge on Randy Orton busting his ass for 10 minutes straight and arcading him through a table. So, yeah, that's that. And now we have Sting versus Triple H. This should be an interesting match. Should be the first match that Sting has been in roughly in a year since he left TNA. So it's gonna be an interesting match. I'm more interested in the entrance, because Triple H always has a special entrance. We know Sting is probably gonna have some special entrance. So I'm more interested on how these two are gonna make their way to the ring than the match itself. But it should be a good match. But I'm gonna assume that they're gonna have Sting win. And for the main event, which is Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Now, Brock Lesnar just signed a new 3-year contract with the WWE, so now everything's like it seems that Brock is probably going to win the match, you could say. But I still but they wasted all this time pushing Roman, and if Roman doesn't win, that'll be another waste of a Royal Rumble victory. They've wasted that for the past 2 years. Last year was Batista wasted. This year it's Roman Reigns. Have Roman just another wasted Royal Rumble victory. This match is gonna start off slow paced, and Brock Lesnar is just gonna start German suplexing people. I want to see a spot where Roman Reigns goes for a Superman punch and he lands it, and Brock Lesnar just laughs, and Kanye shakes it off like it was nothing, and then do that stupid smile and stick his tongue out face. That's what I want to see. I want them to set that spot up. But if I was in charge, how I would book it, I would have Roman Reigns somehow win, and I would have Brock Lesnar hit him with the F5 and then leave, or something else happens, and have some way, shape, or form Seth Rollins cash in the Money in the Bank, because he only has 3 months left to use the Money in the Bank. He has to use it sometime. So and then with that, Seth Rollins would have the first cash in ever at WrestleMania, because nobody's yet to do it. At the grandest stage of them all, nobody has cashed in their Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. But that is my thoughts and opinion, my predictions on this year's WrestleMania. Feel free to put your predictions in the comment section below, or tweet them at me. My Twitter's in the description box. And with that, I'm Game Feed for All Games, guys. Until next Saturday, later, and peace and enjoy WrestleMania, guys. I'm out of here.